That's a good point.
That dog seems like it's very noise cancellating. Noise reductioning.
Could be canceling. Ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Anyway, I do think that...
You're welcome, listeners. That's going to be stuck in your head all day.
Yes, and that's how we should actually start the episode. And maybe we could get like a follow-up. Is there another song that kind of ring-dings like that, but it's not that?
I'm blue, nabba-dee, nabba-die, nabba-dee, nabba-die, nabba-dee, nabba-die.
Wait, my turn.
Oh, we were cutting it off there.
What's going on?
All right, let's focus up.
What do you mean?
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Hello, and this is one of the things we specialize on this show is making sure people feel comfortable when they're joining us on this,
Yeah, very
this little
comfortable.
voyage of ours, and I think we've achieved that so far today.
Yep, everyone's going to be very comfortable. Everyone's relaxed. All their muscles have loosened now that Better Off Better is here in their ear canal.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to Better Off Better.
This is Better Off Better, big time. What are your freaking names, though? I always feel like I forget, and then until you tell me again.
I'm Chris.
I forget mine.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm Chris.
And this is...
Better Off Chris.
Better Off Chris, a.k.a. Bach.
This week, we're going to be seeing if changing our names to Chris makes us happier. It's the whole theory is blondes have more fun.
Yep.
Yep.
Chris's have more fun.
Chrissy is a blondie, as we all know, and as you can tell by my bright, sprite, sexy little voice, it's something of the Nile River of voices, because that is a pretty good river.
Hitler would have loved this kid. You look like pure Aryan stock right now.
Thank you, baby. I do have stocks.
You do kind of feed into that whole thing where people say like blondes are dumb, which obviously I don't believe is true, but in Chris's case, it's very true. It does track.
And what show is this, friends? Can somebody please just goddamn tell me what the name of this show is?
Come on,
Yeah, skilly-bop-a-doo.
skillity dot blue.
You're right. This is Better Off Better.
Better Off Better.
Damn, who brought a French horn? What the heck?
Wait, that wasn't a French horn. But
Somebody just came in here with the goddamn French horn. What is going on, French horn guy?
I can't do it.
Can't do what? That French horn? Of course you can't.
That's a French horn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our jazz podcast, Bach. We mostly talk about Bach. That's classical, Chris. Come on.
All right. Chris, what's the show about?
All cards on the table. The show is not called Bach. It's called Better Off Better.
This is our competitive, comedic, cutthroat journey to self-betterment where we, Chris, Jenny, and Sam, go try stuff to make us better people, because we're not.
That is so incredibly right. And to further describe what she's talking about, folks, every frickin' episode of this show, we partake in a journey, in a challenge of sorts that's in theory supposed to make us better people because, of course, we could use it. Some of those things are medically backed. Some of those things are scientifically backed. Some of them are completely not either of those things. They're a little more experimental, pseudoscience, subculture backed things that we're here to determine if it does, in fact, make us better people. Every episode of our show is split up into two parts, part 1 and part 2. That makes sense. Come on. Part 1, we come at you with the thing we're doing. We give you the juicy deets. We tell you what's going down on our week, on our challenge, and tell you all about that thing. Then we return for part 2, the results. We come back after splitting up for 7 whole days, all doing the thing every day.
7 days.
7 days, and we tell you the juicy details from that journey. We give you the results, we give you some tales from the experience at large, and we end everything off in the most brutal, cutthroat way imaginable. We all vote, fight, and rebuttal on a weekly champion and a weekly loser, because if you're not competing against your closest friends in the world to self-better yourself and out-self-better each other, what the hell's the point at all?
Exactly.
Right, Chris. You could say that we're getting healthy in the least healthy way possible.
You could say that.
To be honest, that was possibly my best intro. I mean, I was pretty caffeinated for that, but I don't think I stuttered once, bitch.
I think it's because I started it.
That's exactly what it was. Is I tasted I flirted with your energy. I sipped it up like the start of a...
Our energies like mingled.
Yeah.
We docked each other's energies. We docked each other.
We docked each other's energies.
I don't know what docking is. Can you explain that to the audience?
Yes.
It's when my energy,
Right.
it like goes into his energy
We put our energies up to each other.
through a very small entrance.
Okay, but like...
It's almost like my energy swallows his energy.
Okay, I am here to do some defining. According to Urban Dictionary, docking. Two men are gathered, one circumcised, the other not circumcised. The non-circumcised individual places his erect penis to the tip of the other gentleman, who then pulls his foreskin over the two heads and proceeds to jerk them both off. I am so sorry that your life took you to this very moment. Enjoy the show.
Our energies kind of come up and touch each other, and then my energy
Right.
almost envelops his energy through a very small entrance.
How does it envelop the energy? What is being used there? What's the thing that links the two?
It's a good question.
The urethra.
Yeah.
Sorry. The answer we were looking for is foreskin.
Oh, dude, come on. We don't have foreskin on this show. Please.
Dude, come on.
We got 5 skin.
We got rid of that in the first 10 episodes. We got rid of any sign of foreskin on Better Off Better was snipped and tripped right down the road. I did trip over it.
Check out episode 4 where we tried no foreskin for a week. It was very fun, very rewarding.
Oh, sorry, what are we doing this week?
So what are we doing? Good lord.
Taking out all of our anger at Chris that I know all of us have by screaming into a pillow.
Hell yeah, pillow screaming therapy, if you will.
I won't.
Oh.
I wasn't going to, but you
Right.
kind of did.
Totally.
Yeah, so pillow screaming therapy. Chris, do you have any info about that?
Sam, I'm so glad you asked.
Enlighten us.
Let me enlighten you both. Oh, so there is so many backing articles and studies and practices and experiments that say screaming into something, screaming in general, right, is good for you, but especially pillow screaming, because there's, the fact that you don't have to stress about neighbors hearing, or little brother down the way, or perhaps little lover down the hall. I don't know your life, but the gist is that it's so primal, and we've done a couple of primal things on this show. We're a pretty primal crew, but it's so primal to let out the anger you're feeling with just a scream, a shout. It is said to cure any mental illness that may cause aggravation. It actually just cures every mental illness in existence. That's crazy.
I have PTSD.
No problem. Do you have a pillow?
And I can just scream into a pillow?
Yeah.
Oh my god, my buddy in Nam, I watched Jake get his legs blown off in Nam, and if I just have to scream into a pillow?
Yeah, we might have to get you a memory foam, but yeah, you just gotta shout, my friend.
Yeah, it'll cure schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia, bro, you just need to throw for a little skits.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little throw pillow should do it. Oh man, but yeah, listen, it's said to be the greatest release of aggravation, the greatest release of anger, of just emotional trauma that you need to get out. It's especially for the people that aren't regular screamers, people that don't let loose, that don't scream and shout. So Jenny, I don't know if this one will work for you, but people that regularly hold in what they're feeling, maybe reserved,
doesn't
sort of
sound
good.
shy, or people that are aggravated at things or that are stressed out about things, to just let it all out into their frickin' pillow. It's supposed to be very relieving. And that is what we're after this week, folks, is a great stress, aggravation, and all things relief into our pillows. That sounds sexual.
Yeah.
Could be.
I realized I'm excited to try this one because I used to do something similar. I used to
Hump it.
no, I used to
Yeah.
Well, Chris, are you okay with me telling the story?
I mean, I don't know. Should you run it by me first?
When me and Chris used to, when we lived together, whenever I had a really stressful day, I would go into the room and I would scream into his asshole.
Oh,
It's very gaping. I've done that before
It's
too.
so pillowy. It's so pillowy.
Yeah. It envelops everything. There's no sound can get out of it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I did a blowhorn up there once, and
A
it was
blowhorn?
totally, and no sound.
I tried a kazoo.
Oh.
He came, which was weird, but he was asleep,
He likes
so
the
he never knew.
vibration.
Yeah.
He likes the vibration. When I did the blowhorn, it was crazy because he got pretty bloated, and then afterwards he kind of went through his mouth.
He's like one of those chickens. He's like one of those, like, you know, the rubber chickens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it was very similar to that. Yeah.
Right.
Chris, are you okay with me sharing that story? We can cut it out if you want. It is personal.
I'm a big supporter of transparency, and I just sometimes I do got to take the step and just let it all out there, which is similar to the speech you gave the first time we tried it, which feels like a lifetime ago now.
We were so young.
And I don't think you'd be the same Sam if I didn't allow you to sort of to release it
Agreed.
that
I
way.
definitely
So-
wouldn't have herpes on my mouth. That's for sure.
But again, some things are you gotta pay a certain price for relief, for freedom, you could say, right?
Yeah.
It's a tax on freedom. That's what I say.
I agree.
Yeah.
The freedom tax. Yeah.
The freedom tax.
So anyway,
But yeah, so we're screaming into a pillow, similar to an asshole, but a little comfier, and that is our week at large.
Let's
but
see.
There's different practices, different recommendations on how to do this, but the gist for how we'll be doing it is, of course, into a pillow. Some methods to practice screaming. Okay, it's a 4-step system. Are you ready?
yeah.
Step 1, be alone. Step 2, lie down. Step 3, think. Step 4, scream. Don't hold anything back. Cry and scream as loud as you can. You can also pound your fists on the ground or just lie there and scream at the top of your lungs into said pillow. So,
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. I'm glad that we had a fucking list to figure out how to scream into a pillow.
Yeah, like what?
yeah, so it actually this is awkward. This is Charles Manson's list. this is part of his recruit, I guess.
Oh, Char.
Char.
That's
yes.
what I was planning on going.
What's funny is I edit this podcast and you do kind of talk like that. Dig at Sam's fucking stutter.
Sam dig.
We got you there, Charlie.
You got me.
You need my asshole for a second?
Yeah, I need you to gape for me real quick so I can get out all this aggression.
All right, bud. Here comes the cape. Okay, so it's clear. That's what we got going down this week. It'll be a juicy one, and it will be a potentially loud one. I don't know how much a pillow really covers, but mine are paper thin. I'm not liquid right now.
I don't have any pillows.
Oh, you do have? Yeah, that's not a joke. Actually, she just has stuffed animals.
You don't have any pillows?
No, I don't sleep with it. My bed's kind of messy right now, but I don't have
For
any
the
pillows.
listeners.
I sleep on stuffed animals.
This is a fact. I can confirm that.
That's Chris.
She literally does not have a single pillow on her bed.
How do you get a pillow when you come over? Do you have like a Chris pillow?
Sam, I kid you not, she gives me a stuffed animal. She says, you could do this one and this one. If I take one that she wants, she'll say, no, you can't have that one. I'm using that one.
Well, he always picks the good one. And
Yeah.
it's like, who do you think you are? Like, this is my house. You're a guest in my house. I get the good stuffed animal pillow. Like,
And it's not like a minimalist situation where she has like, I don't know, like 3 stuffed animals or whatever.
There's a lot.
Upwards of 20 to 30 stuffed animals, depending on what day you go over.
yeah, I wish my bed was a little more made.
If you could call the maid. She also lives in a 14-story mansion.
Yeah, see this right here? That's what I use as a pillow. It's like a really long dog. And I put a pillowcase on him.
From this angle, it looks like a loaf of bread with one end cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's similar.
She sleeps on 22 stuffed animals and a loaf of bread.
Yeah. Wait, really quick, if I could just...
I feel like it's not going to be quick. You're moving. You're
know.
leaving. Jenny, the podcast
gone.
is over here, babe. Come on.
Headphones are off.
Jenny,
For the listeners, she's showcasing her bread dog.
that does not look comfy at all.
It's not comfy. Oh my god, she has it in a pillowcase.
Oh my god.
That's-
Oh my god, it's so mashed down by her fucking skull.
It's literally like Homer Simpson's spot on the couch, where it's shaped like Homer Simpson. Hers is a tiny little dog stuffed animal shaped like a small child girl.
Or if you want to get fancy...
Wow.
Listeners, she is now, and again, we will narrate this whole thing like a football game.
Yeah.
She's now holding up a large, literally a teddy bear, straight out of Ted 1 and Ted 2, one of the greatest sequels, but massive. Ted, but like
It is quite large.
obese. All right, get the heck back over here, idiot.
Okay, Chris, let's continue. So let's move on to our next segment.
I think we should. I think that's for the best. And Sam, since it's just boys club now, Boys Town.
Yeah.
Finally.
Uh-huh.
What do you like to call this next segment? Because I know you have a special name for it.
Hold that thought. Jenny has returned.
I feel like I shouldn't have showed off the fact that I'm literally wearing pajamas right now.
It's
Yeah,
so funny because you have a real top on, and then you got up and you have like mid-50s father's plaid pajamas on, and then you have a crop top Forever 21 hoodie on the top.
Forever 21, no. But I've been wearing these pajama pants for like a week. And I figured, like, what? No one's going to see my pajama bottoms. What am I going to go get a bunch of stuffed animals in my room? No. So.
You also showed your feet. Heads up, you did show your feet when you went
did
back.
show
When
your
did I
feet.
show my feet?
You just went back far enough that people could see your feet.
Voice, can you put in the exact moment when her feet are shown in the video?
13 minutes 18 seconds and 1 frame timestamp foot.
Check that out on
Clip that.
Patreon.
Clip that.
Give me a 5-star on WikiFeet. I don't have a WikiFeet.
I do, because I'm the celebrity of the group.
Is it bad that I feel kind of sad that I don't have a WikiFeet? I feel like that shouldn't.
Yeah, you should.
No. That's everyone wants to feel sexy, and what's the sexiest part of the human body?
The asshole.
The lobes.
The feet.
Oh, we all, we're very different people. The three of
We're
us.
all very
Okay,
different.
yeah.
But Sam, sorry, you were just sort of introducing us to a beautiful segment on our show we like to call what?
Initial fears.
Initial fears. Let's go around the little circle here and declare some things we're not looking forward to this week regarding screaming therapy into a pillow. What are we dreading? What is not so pleasant on the horizon? What are our fears? Let's start things off, Jenny.
I don't want to scream into a pillow. I think people are going to be able to hear it, and I think I'm going to feel dumb.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you really covered it. That's like that's the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a screaming person either. Like, I just don't really, I feel like I'm not going to be able to, like, scream.
You just ain't met my friend Chuck yet. He'll make you a screamer.
Do I go high or low? Do you like, or do you like, ah?
I don't think you go,
I think you have to kind of glottal stop it.
Yeah. Great use of that word, Chris. I'm impressed.
That's another thing, is like, I'm scared. Like, I don't know if I've ever screamed at like the top of my lungs. Like, I don't think I've ever like really done that. And that, I feel like it's just going to be weird.
Sammy, what are you thinking on your list of fears, beer?
Okay, this one's a little bit weird, but I have been thinking about it, is if you're screaming into a confined, like, space,
Yes.
there's gonna be condensation of, like, your voice, right? Like, there's gonna be, like, for 5 minutes, that pillow's gonna get a little bit damp.
5 minutes.
Yeah, we're doing 5 minutes, right?
Are we doing 5 minutes?
What do you, yeah,
That's
5
so
minutes.
long.
Wow, that's like a long scream, my friend.
You don't have to be consistently screaming the entire time, you just gotta be like, you know what I mean?
I don't think I like this week.
Hopefully not like that.
My fear is actually that face that Sam did with that mixing jump between screaming and not, and just picturing him like completely naked, and I've been stuck in his home for like 14 years, and
Yeah, we do have to do this completely naked, right?
yeah, I assume.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Okay, cool.
I feel like that's needless to say.
But yeah, I feel like you're gonna get a bunch of shit on your fucking face, and my face is gonna get all oily and greasy, and I'm gonna get zits from me screaming into this pillow.
Well, that's a very Sam fear. I like that.
What do you mean, Sam Fear?
How does that song go? You're so vain. How does vain go? It's something like that. You probably think this song is about you.
No, it was, that was perfect.
I actually work hard not to have acne. I know that, Chris, you don't really know what that's about.
Chris has washed his face like once in the past year.
It's like I'm looking at the fucking moon right now.
Got him.
My main point is Chris is pockmarked and zitty, and
That was so much worse. It was one thing to, like, I don't know, metaphorically dig me. That was just rude. Well, I have my inspiration for this week now. I think my fear is, in fact, closer to Jenny's. I can scream for comedy's sake. I'll give you a big shout for a bit, but the thought of, like, for 5 minutes unironically just shouting into my pillow, and I don't want people near me and fear me to fear me and have to bear me.
Yeah, I don't know how much a pillow is really gonna dampen the sound.
Yeah, and
I don't even have a pillow. I don't know what you're saying.
That's a good point.
That dog seems like it's very noise cancellating Noise reduction.
Could be canceling. Ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Anyway, I do think that...
You're welcome, listeners. That's going to be stuck in your head all day.
Yes, and that's how we should actually start the episode. And maybe we could get like a follow-up. Is there another song that kind of ring-dings like that, but it's not that?
I'm blue, na-ba-dee, 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 na-ba-dee.
Wait, my turn.
Oh, we were cutting it off there.
What's going on? Bam, 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 bam.
All right, let's focus up.
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the fear is obvious for me and Jenny, I guess. It's just fucking, who the hell wants to scream into a pillow? There's people, there's thoughts, there's impressions. We're both not the screaming into the pillow type. So I fear the whole of it. I would say the whole of it is fearful for me this week. So this is a good one.
I'm a little excited about it. Because I feel like I do hold all my anger right in my chestal area.
In the tits?
And I feel like maybe... What?
In the tits.
Tits.
Yes, in the big old jugs.
Sammy's got angry tits.
Angry titty.
That's why his nipples are so red. They're filled
so
with
red.
rage.
Also, like, it's weird. It's like I constantly have a furrowed brow, but it's my chest.
Yeah.
My chest is constantly furrowed.
Mm-hmm. And he does have a unibrow above his tit, which is strange.
I wax that consistently, though.
Okay, good. Well then, I guess maybe we should jump back in the pool of progress and swim right along to this next segment. Jenny, what the heck is that? Public humiliation. Public humiliation. It's public humiliation. Sammy, what the heck is that?
It's the public humiliation! Ha-ha!
Oh no, whoa, please don't publicly humiliate me, whoa.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. The public humiliation's a finalizing little chance for us to all kind of blast each other regarding this challenge. Let loose who deserves to do this, who needs this, who's probably going to fail at this. Just let's talk challenge. Let's talk who sucks in regards to this. I'm going to Sammy start this one off.
I think that I'm going to go with Jenny here. Just mostly because of because I feel like Jenny... Her points are very valid. Jenny like screams as jokes, and I don't think that Jenny will consistently scream, especially for 5 minutes.
I don't angry scream.
Yeah, I think that Chris, you have loud exclamations sometimes when you're mad. Like one day when I was trying to scream into his asshole, and he was angry.
Angry already, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And his asshole just prolapsed right into your eye.
Shoots right, like like with the speed bags the way it comes right back at you.
He hit me in the head. And I had to go. Chris had to go to the doctor. It was really embarrassing for him. He had to be like, excuse me, I have a Sam stuck up my ass. And then they're like, a Sam stuck up your ass, and they told the entire waiting room.
Mm-hmm. Well, they see that shit all the time, though.
And I was like, no, please. You can cut that joke out. That's not that funny.
Good times.
All right, anyway, I think it's going to be Jenny.
I think also that it should be Jenny because I feel this is so not her, and I hope it's Jenny, though I think that perhaps Jenny needs this the most. I both think Jenny's going to fail this and needs it the most. So double dig on Jenny for sure.
Oh, it's time for the double dig. Double dig.
Calling for help, this is. Jenny lets out her anger when she's angry. Go listen to, I don't know, any episode and the last 15 minutes and you'll see. But Jenny, when she's angry, she does not hesitate to make sure it is known that she's angry, which maybe means she doesn't need this, but I would say that...
here's the thing.
Yeah.
When Jenny gets angry, she gets quieter.
Yeah, I don't yell.
That's a good point.
She gets quieter, and it's terrifying.
You do yell.
I yell as like a joke. Like on this podcast, I yell when I'm mad because we're fighting about stuff. But I never like when I'm actually... I first of all, don't generally get mad. Like I get more sad or like upset, and I like show it off as like, I'm mad at you.
If I had the energy while editing this, I can already tell I don't. I would go through a montage right now of all the times you yell at me on this podcast. What I think
this podcast doesn't count because I love yelling at you guys on this podcast.
This is like the pillow for Jenny.
You guys are my pillow.
We're your pillow. So maybe this is your pillow. So maybe you're gonna not do this because you feel like you don't need it. When in reality, maybe perhaps a pillow is just what you need, and that way you no longer take it out on those close to you around you. Oh, whoa.
I definitely agree that Jenny does need a pillow, if not just for screaming, for her bed.
For sleeping, perhaps. Yes.
You don't even have to use it. Just like when you have guests over, like maybe having one pillow would be like less embarrassing.
She does scream at people she's close to, though, because you're right. She goes silent when it's either she's in a situation where she's actually angry and it's somebody she's not very close to. Like me, she would never pull the silent move on me. She would always yell at me. There's no world where I piss her off and she doesn't either physically like want to kill, like murder me.
Oh,
you won't.
okay, yeah.
You won't actually do it yet, but.
Well,
You will make sure it's known that you're angry with me.
no, I do the quiet move with you too.
No, we'll have to agree to disagree, and I think I know you better than you, babe.
Well, Chris is just he doesn't know. When Jenny's silent, he's like, quiet.
Oh, she's happy.
She's having a good, quiet time. That's awesome.
I think I also need this the most, regardless of what you guys say and regardless of me yelling on this podcast, when I'm actually mad about something, I don't generally like get loud or yell. I think I'm just a very uncomfortable person socially.
Seconded.
Yeah.
So it's like I never like, I'm
Oh.
mad. Like I just don't think I can do it. I think it'll be uncomfortable for me. I don't think it'll help. I think I'll just feel weird.
I think Sam will be too comfortable with this one.
Yeah, I think Sam will like excel in this one for some reason.
He just seems like he's been waiting for an opportunity to scream into a pillow.
Yeah.
Far too long.
It's like right in the pocket for him.
Yeah. I feel like he has a pillow in his pocket. That's crazy you say that.
Well,
Oh, wow. There it is.
Whoa!
Sam has just pulled a pillow from his pocket. Hilarious stuff.
Here, guys, I have one in my pocket too. This is my anger release. Whoa!
Jenny has just pulled a vodka from her pocket. Hilarious stuff.
oh boy, here comes Chris. Here comes Chris. Here comes Chris's bit. Let's see.
I don't know where I put my shotgun. Yeah, somebody placed my shotgun somewhere else, put it in a closet perhaps, but I'm livid. It's not in the spot that I leave it, which is the corner. So guess I can't do that pocket bit.
Your shotgun?
Well, I had a pocket bit too. We all had our pocket bits planned, and
Wait, can I go do a new pocket bit?
no, because I couldn't find mine. I think it's pillow time, baby.
It's pillow time.
And we'll come back on the flip side of this for pillow talk.
Pillow time.
We'll see you in 7 days, bitch.
We'll see you in 7 days.
See you in 7 days, baby.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
7 days later.
7 or 1? I don't know. Welcome back, everybody. It's been 7 days.
You've never count up to 7. I don't think I've ever heard you do that, so it's 1. It's 1 is where you start, but...
I feel like I might have counted up.
Sorry, I feel like I'm coming in a little aggressive at you, and it's because you're annoying and you drive me crazy.
Somebody didn't scream into his pillow this week.
Well, Jenny, let's not push me. Let's not push me. For fun, though, if we just stop pushing me.
Does someone need to take a break? Does someone need to take a break and scream into a pillow?
Someone need a little pillow break.
Fucking Jenny! I fucking hate Jenny!
He doesn't even know the difference between a pillow and a blanket.
Sorry, that was my stuffed animal. It's a really, really big stingray. So it's technically a blanket.
I have this really sick stuffed animal that's the rug from Aladdin. And I put it over my bed.
Careful, sounds like you're being a little racially insensitive, and I just want to warn you just how it's coming across to me. So I just want to make, and again, I'm just looking out for you. So just be a little careful when you mention Aladdin.
Yeah.
Especially with that tone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I agree. 95% of our audience is
Aladdin.
the rug from Aladdin, so.
Oh. Well, the rug from Aladdin is no race, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
Now you're-
it's a
now you're
race.
sounding even more
Now,
racist.
That's really insensitive.
Yeah.
That's really not okay. So how'd you guys, feel about the pillow thing?
That's such a good question. Holy, shit, that's such a good question. But I actually think we should do a couple of things before you tell me that thing. And that first thing is, I want you to tease me a little. I want to just put the tip in, if you will, into this conversation.
Hey, Juan, sum up.
Okay. Now who's being offensive?
It's offensive that you think that's offensive, so.
I was doing the rug. One word sum up. Oh my God, that is exactly what we're doing.
Chris, why don't you begin, Chris? I feel like you always try to go
could you tell the
last.
audience, if they're new around here, what the heck is a one word sum up? It's kind of hard to understand.
One word sum up is where we sum up our week using one beautiful, all-encompassing word.
That's exactly what it is.
Chris, would you like to begin?
I would love to. I would say unbearable. Unbearable.
Okay, Sam?
Thank you.
I think my word is how about that?
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I'll count
okay.
that.
That was pretty good.
My word. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Great.
So next segment.
Okay, so not a word
Okay.
on hers, but fine. Yeah, sure. Next segment. That is a very important segment, and that starts to get into the thick of it, because I know you guys love the thick of it. But before we can get that thick of it, let's start with the thin of it, and I need you two to please put your hands in front of you. Oh my God, they've swiped in front of us. For those listening and not watching, our hands are now placed firmly, sensually in front of us onto the wooden duck of truth. This is where we swear our truth. In fact, swear it with me, friends. I swear to tell the truth, all of the truth, the entirety of truth. If I lie, then sigh, fry, and shy, I will die, and my parents will cry and tear from both their eyes. Hands off the duck. The honor is sworn, similar to court, but a little more serious. You know how we do it around here. Now, we have the truth sworn, so it's all encompassing, baby. We could talk about our experience at large. And first up and at it, I need to know if you two fucked up in a segment I like to call
Fuck up, did we?
The Moment of Truth.
Chris, I really think
It's a combination of the two now.
you're like the one guy who got, like, when we all got iPods, you got a fucking Zune.
Yeah.
At this point, and you
You're a
keep talking
Zune
about how
guy.
much better the Zune is. And I just think that you gotta move past it, and you gotta get yourself the iPhone X.
Well, it just has a lot of storage. It does have a lot of storage. Can we shill penny stocks on this show? Can we shill Dogcoin?
Doggy go.
Everybody, buy Bob Coin. Better Off Better Coin is coming out. Starting.
It's called Boyne.
It's significantly more expensive than you think it is, and it will depreciate very quickly. But I do think you should buy it.
yeah.
But it has our faces on them, which is nice.
Very low res though, and you won't get it physically
Yeah.
Yep.
Or virtually.
or virtually.
You're just giving us money.
Just send the money though.
Venmo me.
We'll take care of the rest.
So, fuck up, did ye, Chris?
Fuck up did me. And I guess if the audience is new around here, this is where we declare our fuck ups across the week. Did we mess up? Did we screw up? Did we screw the pooch on this little Screaming into the Pillow challenge? Let's declare. Chrissy up first.
Chrissy up first.
Uh-oh.
Chrissy up first.
So, yep. The pooch has been screwed this week, folks.
The pooch was screwed.
Okay, I screwed him a bit, and I do fear that maybe the confidence went to my head because I've been on a pretty hot streak on the old Better Off Better podcast.
No, you have not.
I have been on a very hot streak, very, very...
A lukewarm streak. It's like you peed in the pool.
Give me warm, okay? Give me warm. It was...
It's not. Look at the spreadsheet. It's not.
I'm not looking at any spreadsheet. Shut
You've
up.
lost a lot.
You've lost my love now that you've been so mean to me this episode.
Finally. Oh my god.
You just got it back. That was a bad reply.
No.
My love is back at you now. It's on you. Good luck getting rid of this love.
Oh, god damn it. I've been trying to get rid of it for years.
You're so close. Jenny, you were so close.
I grab it like a koala bear on a goddamn pole, okay? You're not gonna scrape this love off. So I did it once. I did it a single time.
God.
Let me tell you, I did not enjoy it one bit at all, to the point of... Yeah, I did it one single time, and I apologize for the shame. Sammy! Fuck up, did ye?
Sammy, fuck up? Did ye?
I did not fuck up. It's literally one of our easiest challenges. You are a little
You
baby.
did it for 5 minutes every day.
Yep.
Wow. We'll get into the experience, because I want some details.
I got a lot of anger in here.
Ooh,
Jenny!
fuck up did me?
Looking nervous. Fuck up, did ye?
Yeah.
Ha! How much?
This is exciting.
I did it twice.
Oh, goddamn you.
I did not like it.
For 5 minutes?
Yeah, it was very, like I took some breaks though.
4-minute breaks.
Yeah, I went, and then that was it. I took like little breaks. I don't know. I hated it. I hated it.
Sounds suspicious, Sam. Sounds suspicious to me.
I'm just happy.
Okay, so we've got a fucker-upper, two, in fact. And then Sammy is looking like the golden egg amidst the many, many pale, gross, disgusting eggs.
The gag, if you will.
Yeah, he's our
gag.
Gag.
I'm gonna go cry into a pillow.
Okay, listen, that's next week. You know what this next segment is before we get to crying into the pillow? That is talking about our experience screaming into the pillow in if we're gonna like discuss our experience overall across the week, like kind of at large, I don't know, like talk about the results, what would you call a segment like that?
Let's talk results. Talking results with Sam, Chris, and Jenny.
Crammy.
That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Crammy. Hey, so let's talk about it. Jump across your experience, talk about the beginning, talk about the middle, the end. I don't care. Just get the experience across. How did it feel? Did it have any benefits to you? Was it brutal? Jenny, start us off, please.
It was awful. I hated it. It was stupid, and I was really uncomfortable, and I just kept laughing. I actually took a small video if you guys want to see it. It's really short.
Okay, hurry up, please.
Okay, I checked with my parents, and they said they couldn't hear me, so I'm gonna round to it. Try it again.
Wait, look.
Oh my God, shut it off. You're humiliating yourself. You're ruining your career.
You sound like a dying cow.
I was like, wow, this is impressive. I can't hear a thing. And then just the sad, wow.
That was really rough.
So I guess the stuffed animals don't really clog her up, do they?
Well, I went and I asked my parents, and they said they couldn't hear anything at all, and I was blown away. I thought for sure they could hear me being like, ah. But my one last show and tell is that I tried to make it up to you guys,
Can't bribe us, babe.
making us some new, better off, better art.
Ooh.
Wow, such sexy art. Go click the link in the description to check out that beauty.
That's good.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it nice?
I feel like Sam's a little shorter than that, though. I feel like it's a little...
I know, I didn't want to make him shorter than me.
that.
I'm about your height. About.
And I'm a little uncomfortable with the fact that I'm on the right. So we'll have to adjust a couple of things.
I don't know why you want to be in the middle, but you're not going in the middle.
The middle, I demand it. It's in the contract. Put me in the middle and it's good. It is all good.
No, because you think it's all you and it's not, so.
It's not.
Well, I am something of the George Lopez of... What was that show George Lopez was on? Oh, George Lopez.
Sam, how was your week?
I didn't like or dislike it.
You just push through. Like a job, you're just going to get through.
I just did it. I didn't really feel any better after doing it. My throat kind of hurt after doing it, like the third day.
That's kind of why I stopped also. It just hurt.
Did you scream like top of your lungs? Because it sounds like to me that Jenny didn't scream at the top of her lungs.
You wanna see?
Yeah, you do it.
I screamed so loud. That was like as loud as I could. It hurt.
Sam is retreating to pillow scream position.
All right, make this snappy, fool. See, that's what I picture it sounding like. Jenny's caught me
so
off guard
funny.
because it was like a slaughterhouse where you just don't expect the cattle to make such a noise. But yours sounded like a growing boy, like experiencing something.
I also kept laughing, and so I was like trying
Yeah, me
different
too.
screams out. I was trying to go high and then low, and I was like trying out different stuff.
Yeah, I didn't laugh at all in mine. It seems like you were
Really?
goofing around. Yeah, because I was at my house alone, just screaming into the pillow, and I just hated it. It was, again, one day. I'm one day Chrissy this week. It was very just
Bad.
it was beyond just feeling stupid, where we've done things in the past that have been like, oh, this is stupid, this is dumb.
The smiling one.
Yep, like that. I did that one flawlessly. This was not that. This was like, you feel it in the throat, and it's just so uncomfortable, where it's like, I hate this in every way. I hate screaming at this level. It doesn't feel good on my throat. I'm not getting anger out.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was angry at any point this week, maybe it would be different. So maybe the right course of action with this is if you're feeling furious, then it works. Mm-hmm. But maybe this week I just didn't have that. And so there was no time where I needed to scream into a goddamn pillow.
Yeah.
But it didn't relieve my stresses or just like my hidden dark secrets within me. It just was weird.
Oh my God, you've talked for like a year, I feel like. I'm just such like a happy person on the inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm really, really happy with myself and
We know.
where I am in life. And so I feel like I really just didn't need this one.
Right. Sam, did you like it?
Like I said, I didn't like it or dislike it. It just was the only time that, okay, I have a quick little story here. The only time that I felt like it did help was I had to go pick up a prescription.
What? What was it of? Medicine?
Dick pills. Yeah.
To make it smaller, it's too big.
Yeah, to make it smaller, it's too big.
Yeah, I know. I got the same ones.
Me too.
Jenny's work really well.
Disclaimer. The following story involves harsh body shaming. Please note that this aggressive cruelty is all in jest. All is joke. All is joke. You have been warned.
What I was gonna say? Oh yeah, and so I was waiting in line, and there's this little fucking sign that says line starts here, and I'm standing at that point where the line starts here, and this guy was getting his prescription in front of me, and then as he walks away, this fat fucking bitch.
Me.
But you don't hate her because she's overweight or because she's a woman. You hate her because of the actions that she did, probably, right?
Yeah. She walked like past the sign and started walking up to the window as I was walking forward, and then we had an awkward interaction where she was like, "Oh no, you can go. No, you can go for." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go." And I went, and then I heard her say under her breath, "Just stand in the right line next time." And I turned. And I screamed into her pillow fucking fat fucking fucking bosom.
And could you sample that for us? I'd like to hear what that sounds like.
Yeah.
Everybody, please welcome the big fat woman. We took her from the pharmacy.
I don't think I was so unbelievably angry. Like, I was thinking about it for the rest of the fucking day. How fucking dare you tell me where to stand? I'm standing in the proper line, you fat fucking bitch.
Well, maybe next time you could just stand in the right line.
If you just went to the right line, it sounds like you wouldn't have had this
just
problem.
go to the right line next time.
Yeah, it seems like she should have screamed into your little kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed about it.
So what's the sum up here? Did the scream help that day?
It did help that day because I was so fucking angry. I was so pissed off. Oh my God. My blood is boiling right now just thinking about it.
I feel that from you. What did it help? Like, did it feel good for while you were screaming? Did it relieve you in general and you're like, oh, I'm glad I got that out? Like, what type of satisfaction was it?
He doesn't seem relieved right now about it.
Good point.
I don't want confrontation, especially like in a public setting, so I didn't say anything. But like, I needed to get out all of that anger and all that aggression. And I was like, I'm standing in the right fucking line! Ah!
Oh, I wish you recorded that. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had the opportunity to be angry, and I envy you, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad. Too bad for me. I had a good week.
Too bad for me. I'm just too happy of a person.
We
I'm
see
more
that.
sad. I think if we did like a crying into the pillow, that would have helped me more.
Eventually, I like that idea.
I can't cry.
What a terrible actor.
I can only cry when I'm watching sad movies, or I can like fake cry, but I don't think I've naturally cried.
I don't cry at movies.
I can't cry at all. Like, I can't cry in any regard, except when I think about life sometimes, or I guess often, when I'm going to bed, I guess I cry. I don't really cry a lot, but definitely with movies and shows. If I think about my relationship with family that I don't see anymore, I guess that makes me cry. Friends that I don't see anymore. Oh my God, if I think of old relationships, I definitely am a big tearjerker. And I guess whenever I eat, I do cry because it makes me sad. So I guess I cry a little bit.
I used to be able to cry on command, but I don't know if I can anymore.
I can cry on command, but it's not like real crying. It's not like I don't like
yeah,
feel relieved
it all
after
waters
I cry.
up, but like
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I would love a good cry. I would love to be able to just like get it out with a cry, but I can't do it. I'm just too macho.
So what's our next segment? Being happy in our lives?
So this is interesting. So there's a lot of, I guess you could say, anger at this release of anger. Maybe. And it seems like Sam is the only one that found the positive in it. I would like to. I would like to say, hey, I, kind of felt good, but it just didn't. I didn't like any aspect of it. It was loud. It was uncomfortable. I'm not the screaming type unless it's for a bit. And I am not the type that, my anger, when I'm angry at somebody, I want them to know it. I don't want to go take it out personally.
Yeah.
I want to take it out on them in a very passive-aggressive way to the point where we're not friends anymore.
Yeah. So like Sam said last week, it was very just warm and condensation-y and
You also were under a blanket like a fucking weirdo. You definitely weren't helping the situation.
I know. You're like, for some reason I was so hot, and you're like hotboxing a little igloo.
I was trying to mute it. I don't know. I was scared.
Jenny, did you use a natural pillow or did you to use a stuffed animal?
No, I used my dog. That is my pillow, so.
Interesting.
No, it's not interesting. Shut up.
Very, very interesting.
Intriguing.
But the one positive I got from it was it definitely made me laugh, and I feel like I don't like generally laugh that much, and it was very funny.
I only laugh on this podcast.
Yeah, this is the only thing that I've seen in pop culture that's made anybody laugh recently.
I don't really laugh here, so I only laugh when I'm screaming into a stuffed dog.
Is there a way for us to like concisely break down this in a way, like say like we each need to say a thing?
That's an interesting prospect.
Good, bad, good, bad,
The good, the bad, the ugly. This is our chance to sum it all up for you right here. If you're interested in doing this thing for yourself, perhaps, or just want to know maybe like a quick little condensed version. 1 good, 1 bad, 1 ugly, 4 pillow screaming therapy. Start things off for us, Sammy. 1 good across the whole thing. What is a good about screaming into a pillow for release of whatever?
If you have a specific scenario that you're really mad at, like me and the fat, stupid, dumb bitch not knowing where to stand in a fucking line, not knowing how to read, probably illiterate she is.
Which you're not even still angry about, so it clearly worked.
So if you have anger issues, I guess is what you're saying?
That's good, because then you can get all that aggression out, especially like if you didn't have, I would say specifically and concisely that if you have a specific scenario where you're,
Exactly. Well said.
Yeah.
And, of course, the bad. Jenny.
It's just uncomfortable all around. It doesn't really help overall. Maybe if you were in the midst of like a really angry moment, but I think like as a general daily rule of thumb, it doesn't really do much.
Yes. The ugly.
Chris, because you're so ugly.
The time span.
Yes.
Goddamn, 5 minutes is way too long. Again, I was not in a situation where I was cut off by somebody who loves that Vermont cooking. I was not cut off by anybody in line at a pharmacy this week, so I had no real drive to get into the pillow, so I forced myself to do it, which, by the way, is also an ugly. If you're doing this as like a time-required scream thing, that's ugly in general. There's a double ugly, I guess, but most specifically, 5 minutes is far too long. It goes far beyond the initial angry, then it's just like torturing yourself because you're in the mood for shouting.
I would agree.
That's so stupid.
Wait, I have a funny bit to add in about the lady when you were like, can I get an impression of like me screaming into her?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Future Chris, you know where to add that one in.
Right where he did it.
Right here.
Leave it here is where you added it.
We have fun.
What a beautiful good, bad, and ugly.
Yes.
I believe we have come to the time, our favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment.
My favorite segment this week.
Where we tell our loyal and loving fans whether we were better off better or better off
What
worse
are you
for pillow
talking
screaming.
about?
Is that not it?
Jenny, we haven't picked the winner and the loser yet, you dumb.
And it's crazy, though, that is her brain.
This is where we pick the winner and the loser.
The winner and the loser? What's that segment called, though?
Where we pick the winner and the loser.
That's awesome. What's that segment called, though?
Bum, 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 bum. The biggest loser in the pharmacy line.
The biggest loser.
Just to be clear, I'm not mad. I'm not body shaming, but
Listen, you were not saying that the problem with her is that she's a large woman. You were describing her and you didn't like her.
She was a
and you
rude
don't like her for a
person.
thing she did, not because of the size she was. That's just an observation.
Exactly. She's just fat too. Also,
It's worth noting.
Like that, people.
It's like the fact that you were in a pharmacy. Like technically, that we didn't need to know that, but it helps immerse ourselves in the story. Now we know you were in the line for pharmacy. You could have just said I was in line, right?
Yeah.
The biggest loser! Let's go around. And this is actually possibly a little easier one than we've been having recently, but let's go around and cast our vote. There has to be one champion of this week, and there has to be one loser of this week. So let's cast them, baby. Sammy, start us off. One champion, one loser.
I'm gonna say that
Chris wins.
Chris wins.
Of course.
No, Chris wins at losing because he only did it once.
Adam.
Twist through.
Chris loses, and I'm gonna say that I win because I did it the entire time.
That's bold of you, but
Very, very cocky. First stripes, now this.
Watch Jenny figure out a way to make it seem like she wins.
Oh, that's her move.
Well, I think...
And watch you turn last second and say, oh, you're right, Sam, Jenny, fine, you win.
That's not what I hate that you guys say that.
What, because you're a corrupt politician? You don't like that?
You're a corrupt politician and you warp the results.
Is that what you don't like?
I think it's a queen sweep, a mean sweep, and a lean sweep. I think Sam wins and Chris loses.
Well said, Jenny Cuomo.
Oh, the people that follow politics on that listen to this podcast,
They're gonna love this.
They're gonna love that one.
They're gonna love because we don't know anything, and we've all seen maybe 8 headlines in the last year.
Yep.
All right, Chris, winner, loser?
Winner, loser? I concur with the numbers here. It's obvious, okay? Sam is our crowned champion this week, of course.
I hate it.
And I'm your dreadful, disgusting loser.
Loser.
Dirty little rat boy. I'm just stuck in the mud and I've been thrown in the sewer and I'm having a rough run of it, okay? I get it.
Okay.
So let's commence it. This is not a fighty one, okay? We made our faults and it's very obvious. Chris and Jenny fucked up, Chris even more so, and Sammy thrived. So there's no need to shout at each other or say certain people's shirts look weird on them, or certain people just kind of look like they're drugged out and dying.
Yeah, Chris.
For example, the girl on this show. We don't have to get personal this argument because it's so obvious who won and who lost.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway.
Socially, Jenny. Let's commemorate the win and the loss. You've gathered here once more to hear me say that there is one more day. And here I am, and here I lay, but I'm actually sitting. I must tell you right now that the champion of this week, of this Better Off Better Weekly Challenge, is Sammy! And of course, most importantly, because this show is focused on bettering ourselves, the loser. The loser must be declared, denounced, and punished. And that loser this week is me. That's right, it's Chris, okay?
It's Chris.
Back to it, back shoe it, and damn, screw it. Chris sucks, okay? We get it. So I am punished. We are forced, as losers, to experience what we call on this show a week-long punishment of the Digital Sammy.
The Digital Sammy.
Voice, tell him what that is, please.
The Digital Sammy is our digital token of shame. The winner of the week is given the honor of designing a 2D image with the intention of being a vile, gruesome, and perhaps offensive source of embarrassment. The loser of the week will be forced to look at said token of shame as it will be set as their wallpaper on any and all digital devices they use. The only constraint, the image must contain a rotting sandwich somewhere within, as an homage to our original Sammy Award. This is designed to inspire our big fat loser to become a big fat winner in time.
Okay, so there then, friends. That maybe brings us to one final question before we part farewells and bid adieu.
Are we better off better, or are we better off worse? Well, that's the time this time, right?
Good job, Jenny.
That's the segment, Jenny. Good.
Thanks.
Better off better, better off worse. Easy peasy. Go around the circle. What do we feel after a week of screaming pillow therapy? Are we better off or are we worse off? Sammy, start us out again, please.
I'd say, I guess I'm better off better because it did help me that one day, but I think it's just, I would say better off neutral, but I'll say better off better.
A bond.
Because it helped. It helped me with that I don't think you fully grasp.
Oh, we grasp. You were very aggressive towards her.
So I was in the pharmacy.
So I would say that I'm better off worse. It was stupid. It was sucky. I hated it. I'm worse for it.
Sucky, sucky indeed, Jenny. I back you on that one. I jump right on your back, and we ride together on this one.
You're a little heavy for my back, but I'll try.
On your back, here I am. Giddy up, Jenny, giddy up. Horsey play. Classic. Better off worse, all the way, faux show.
Yeah, fuck it.
Maybe the only positive would just be that I know that I don't like it, but that doesn't count. So better off worse because it hurt my throat, it made me feel uncomfortable, possibly my neighbors heard it. All around better off worse, not my
cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Not at all. I don't even want to look at this cup of tea. That's how much it's not my cup of tea. Well said, Jenny.
Not my cup of screams.
Well then, I guess that concludes it, doesn't it?
It done concluding it.
But they ought to follow us, don't you think there, cowboy?
I think they do oughta.
We must have a good amount of social media options to entertain people on all platforms, wouldn't you say?
What is it, voice?
The Better Off Better links are in the description of whatever you are listening or watching this on. Go follow us on anything and everything. Also force your entire family to do so as well. You can find a nice sexy list of all our social stuff at cinemonic.com/bob and our thicker catalog at betteroffbetter.com. Be safe, stay sharp, and fuck 'em up, baby.
Wow, we have had fun here, haven't we? Let's say we get out of here and maybe go, you guys want to do some 7 minutes in heaven? Or maybe 9 minutes in hell?
Join us next week for 7 minutes in heaven every day for a week.
9 minutes in hell is just asking Chris about something he's passionate in and then thinking he'll only talk about it for 9 minutes. Dig at Chris. You guys should have said that.
Got him.
Well, that's our show, everybody.
Yep, that's it.
I should host a roast of me and I should do all the digs.
I kind of want to do a roast for my birthday, guys.
Oh, I'm already ready. I've had it written for years.
Yeah, I've been writing them down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do it right now if you
Do you
want.
wanna
I
do it
think
now?
you're dumb.
No.
Think
You say you wanna
nobody
be
really
roasted?
likes you.
No.
Okay, my next point is the fact that we actually cut you out of this podcast.
Oh.
And you don't know it. We let you talk and stuff, and we let you send the clips, but we just don't include it because we don't like you.
Imagine how funny it'd be if there really was just, I don't know, for some reason he didn't really listen to the podcast, but also he wasn't on it. It was just the two of us and we edited it really tight to just be like a half hour of me and Jenny.
Yeah. And he watches it one day and it's just, he's nowhere to be found. His video is there, but he's just muted the whole time.
Just like messaging the group chat. Guys, I just noticed, I just listened to the first 43 episodes. I think you forgot to include me in them.
Oh, oops. Sorry, Sam. We'll fix that.
All right. Anyway, bye, guys.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Bye.
We'll see you next week when we...
Try matcha every day for a week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's finally over. Thank you for listening. Better Off Better is produced, engineered, and edited by Chris K. Daniels. B.O.B. is a Cinemonic podcast production. One final note, everything said on Better Off Better is for the sake of comedy. Please do not take any of our words or sarcastic claims seriously. The idiots are dancing clowns to make you laugh. All is said in good fun and in the context of a joke. Thank you and good night.